The next presenter is Kim Wong. Kim is a self-proclaimed social computer nerd. Earlier this year, Kim and some friends put together those skills, all for a good cause, and her presentation will hopefully give you a different perspective on hackers. Please welcome Kim.
I'm going to stand near the mic, not at the mic. Can you hear me?
Can we have you standing at the mic? Because we have people in the hallway who are here.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure, not a problem. Okay, when you're ready. So, I want to talk to you about hackers and nonprofits. That's not exactly something you think goes together, right? In fact, most of you probably think of this guy when you hear the word hacker. Some scary criminal stealing your target information or your nudies off your iCloud account. Or maybe anonymous exacting revenge for some social wrong. Well, I want you to think of something a little bit different next time. This person. A passionate computer professional that enjoys spending their time hacking away, solving problems, coming up with the next big app, or maybe just honing their skills. They're so passionate about their trade, they actually spend their free time, weekends, at things we like to call hackathons. What is a hackathon? Hackathon is a whole bunch of people getting together in a room for a set period of time, usually a couple of days, and they're designing things, applications, features, products. It might be for the company they work for, it might be for some other organization, but generally speaking, they're all fairly similar and they tend to be competitions. When I say they're competitions, I mean they're competitions. We're talking $25,000, bigger than that. Cred, lots of street cred, accolades, potential job offers. There is a whole lot at stake for these hackathons. But you know what? What comes out of these hackathons? Why do I care about hackathons? Why are companies spending so much money? There are features that you use in things every day that came out of hackathons. The like button, for example, in Facebook is the product of a hackathon. The current timeline you look at in Facebook all day long, that's a product of a hackathon that was held internal to Facebook. So it's possible that you're closer to hackers every day than you may think, and they're not such scary people. So where do the charities come in? Where do the nonprofits come in? I'm going to say something scandalous. Not everybody digs building houses. Not everybody wants to read to kids, right? And that's okay. It's not what everybody wants to do. Because these nonprofits, they need other help. They don't just need houses built. They need tech support. They need their crappy website fixed. They need an application that helps them get to donors. They need to have their newsletter fixed. They need some help. But the chances are, the objective of what the organization does takes a front seat. Everything else takes a back seat. And that's understandable. There's nothing wrong with that. The cause of this is typically the money. They don't have money, they don't have resources, they don't have the skill set to take care of the problem, and frankly, they may not even know how to ask for help. They don't even know something's wrong. So, what do? How do we combine these passionate tech professionals with nonprofits that need passionate tech professionals? Enter the charity hackathon. We recently hosted our very first one in Des Moines. It's called DSM Hack, and it combined IT professionals from the metro area with nonprofits. Now, this is a very unique opportunity. Imagine, if you will, 9 different nonprofits. We're talking tech nonprofits, health and well-being nonprofits, arts and culture nonprofits, all together in a room with tech professionals that are passionate enough and willing to solve their problems. They're there for 3 days saying, what do you need? I'm going to help you. All told, we had approximately 90 different people from different professions across the city. We're talking designers, coders, testers, project managers, a little bit of everything, willing to come and in fact spend money to be there for 3 days and help these nonprofits. What did they get out of it? Well, they got to learn something new. They got to help a nonprofit in a way that didn't involve them going out and hammering things. They got to give back in a way that was comfortable for them. What did the nonprofits get? Like I said, they got to pitch their problems, their needs, their dreams to a room full of people that could actually help them. There were people that had no idea how to even really explain the problems that they had, and that really touched me. They were willing to put themselves out there and admit where they didn't know things and just say, help me. And after they made their pitches, the participants had a chance to go around and talk to the nonprofits and learn a little bit more about what the nonprofits did, a little bit more about their mission. How do I relate to you? What skills can I give you to solve your problems? And they were able to select which projects they wanted to work on. We didn't pick the teams, they picked who they wanted to work with. And when I say teams, there were teams. We had 9 different teams working on 9 different projects for 9 different nonprofits, and these people probably didn't know each other before they walked into the door. So not only are they building a new team, now imagine when you start a new job, do you work well with those people on the first day? Probably not. That's the same situation these people had to work with, but they had about 48 hours to get something done. The nonprofits were there the whole time answering questions, providing support, and generally keeping their teams encouraged so that 48 hours was productive and beneficial for everybody. At the end of the event, we had 9 different products, 9 different projects that were able to be handed over to the nonprofits, and they could take them, they could do something with them immediately. There were, I would like to say, lives changed in this regard, because there were so many things that came out of this that were unexpected that it overwhelmed the participants as well as the nonprofit members. They could barely contain themselves. They were so excited when they saw the results of their projects. But to me, the coolest thing is that everybody was that excited. It's not a competition. There were no winners. There were no losers. We were giving nobody $25,000, I promise you that. Everybody was there supporting everyone else. I guess I can say there was a winner. Everybody won. The nonprofits, the participants, the volunteers, the organizers, we all shone a little bit brighter as a community that day. And it was really, really refreshing to see. So basically what I'm trying to get across to you is that hackers are not always scary people. We're not always out there trying to take your nudies. All you have to do is motivate them. Find the right thing that motivates the right people to help people, and you're going to come out with something amazing. All we did, we gave them cool shirts. We gave them a photo booth. We gave them a chance to hang out with each other. We also kept them very well stocked on copious amounts of food and beer and coffee to keep them motivated throughout the day. So what I want you to think about when you leave is, next time if you're working for a nonprofit or maybe you're a tech professional, how can you give back? How can you find a way to get the problems that you need solved in maybe a little bit of a different way? Think outside the box. And maybe if you're lucky, you'll have a group of crazy people that decided to do this stuff in their spare time and wear the same shirt for 3 days that are willing to help you out. Thank you.